Welcome to episode 4 of the Kingdoms SMP. I wish I had a fun and upbeat start for us today, but unfortunately if you didn't see the last episode, we're about to go to a battle. We got called to a duel against Hamnik, also known as Daniel, over at the Sand Kingdom, the Desert Kingdom across the water. But thankfully we gathered up a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm feeling pretty confident. We've got our netherite, we've got our tools, we've got our friends, and we have our ghasts. So it's time for us to gather together, hop on our ghasts, and head on over for battle. Upon arriving, we were told to dismount immediately. We had to go through this weird checkpoint system that they had where we had to check out all of their laws and their rules and even pay a toll just to enter the city, which we did because this battle was going to be worth it, I guess. After that, they took us over to their arena, which I have to say does look pretty cool, and we took our places. And on one side, the pink corner, we had me, Pulpsy, ready for battle, having no clue what I'm doing. Against me, the blue team was Hamnik, also known as Daniel. May the best man win.
Once the bell rings, it's time to go. 3, 2, 1.
Get him! Get him!
Oh, he's on your camel.
Wait, what happened?
He's on your rear! Get off my camel!
You can't hit him when you're on your camel. You have
He's
to
on your rear!
Yeah, get
Kill
him.
that animal!
Bob and weave, Tom, bob and weave.
Kill the camel! Kill the camel! Come on, Thomas, kill the camel!
Come on. Yeah.
Go for the head! Go for the head! Come on, Tom. Yes, there we go.
Come on, Thomas.
Oh.
Come on, Thomas.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Stick and move, Dan.
It's tied. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Dan's down to
Oh,
half
no.
heart.
Oh, that's funny. Ooh, guys, I just want you all to know.
My hero.
All joking aside, the duels were epic. There were many more that happened, and we were warned not to explore too much because there were in fact traps all over the place. Unfortunately though, one of our crew missed this whole memo and went out just to do some snooping. Guys, my heart was absolutely pounding during that fight. I can't believe I won. I'm terrible at PvP, so I'm really glad that actually that went okay. Pretty happy with that. But we are back, and we're going to be getting to work here. But hopefully that will maybe calm things down a little bit. I'm not eager for any sort of full-scale war going on across the server just yet. But who knows? That might happen someday. But at the moment, I think we're all set. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi. What are you up to?
Hello. I'm about to milk a cow real quick.
Okay.
Oh, wait, never mind. I don't need to.
Why? What happened?
I went to a trial chamber last night with Jennings, and I still had the effect.
Oh, okay. Did you manage to get anything? Did you get a core?
He got a core when I finished, and he went to a new one. So he has a second one. But he
course.
gave me a sniffer egg to help him look for a wind charge book.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
So I have that.
Very
Wanna
good,
hop
very
on
good.
And come see the progress.
I noticed there's I saw there's some stuff going on. Yeah. Take me over. What have you been up to anyway? I have. Look, life's been pretty busy since the fight, but it's been a few days. But
Since the fight?
yeah, me and Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of like the last thing that happened for me, I think. I died, unfortunately. Oh, you got... Oh. Hang on. I fell. Wait.
That's okay.
All right.
So
You
hold
got
on.
signs. Look at those signs. Dude,
Yes.
This is so cool. Hang on,
That's
I need
like
to
my
get,
favorite thing.
let me get some cinematic shots of this area real quick. There we go. All right.
So all this
Look at
was
this place.
terraformed. All this
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
right
yeah.
here was terraformed. I have
yeah?
all the farmland back there was terraformed.
Oh, nice.
So we can come into here.
Yeah. Hang on, I need to have empty hands. One second.
We got some
Wow.
villagers. Not
This is
done
so
with this
nice.
quite yet.
Oh my goodness, you got loads. Wow, you
I
got a
need to
silk
re-heal
touch
them.
and a
So
prot 4.
I've healed them once, but their trades went up a little bit. So I
Dang,
need
the
to heal
prot
them
4
again.
is what, 34 emeralds?
Yeah, that was rough.
That's
but
crazy,
It was
that's-
prot 4, so I was like, I'll take
Yeah,
it. So come up here.
very cool.
We've got 3
Oh, you got even
iron
more.
traders,
Oh, that's big.
and we'll have
'Cause we got
one
so much
more
iron.
and then some for sticks,
Uh huh.
and then pop your eyes into this chest,
Oh, bamboo.
and then eyes in that chest.
What's this from? Oh,
Come
you
up
got a farm
here.
upstairs? No way.
Yep, got a little farm in this little area right
Wow. Such efficient.
here. And then up the stairs is the enchantment setup.
Wow. This looks
So-
sick. All right, now that we're back from Cody's place over there, it looks awesome. Not through my head, but anyway, it looks great over there. I'm really excited to have some neighbors building up some cool stuff. So, here's what we're going to do next. This little area here, this is going to be our house. It is small. It does look small, and it will be small, but that's okay. But what this is kind of going to be, this whole area is going to be a giant castle island type of thing. I kind of didn't explain this very well in the previous episode, but the reason I'm doing the white cliffs is because I want to build out of stone. And what I find is whenever you build out of stone against stone cliffs, you kind of just lose the buildings, right? You can't really see them very well. So what I decided to do is change the entire mountain into like white cliffs instead of stone cliffs. And then when I build out of stone, it'll stand out a little bit more. I realize that's a huge amount of work when I could just build out of tuff or like deep slate or something, but I never build out of stone, so I'm trying to challenge myself to do something a little bit interesting. So here's kind of my stance on building, right? I like to try and build something interesting. I don't like to be symmetrical. I don't like to have flat walls. I like to have lots and lots of detail, and I like it to be built out of interesting materials. So today, and in this season, I'm challenging myself to build out of stone, to use flat, symmetrical shapes, but still make it interesting. Going to be a bit of a challenge. Let's see how it goes. So behind me we have the kind of semi-finished shape. This is how I like to build, right? So I typically build the whole thing in one block first, and then I'm going to go back and texture it here in a minute. But this is the kind of design that we're going for. It's this sort of French castle gatehouse style thing. and obviously on the inside it's completely plain, and we're going to add a big fireplace here, and maybe some couches and stuff. We'll have a little library space or something interesting over here. And then we have an upstairs area, which I have not decided what I want to do with these two spaces yet. This is a bit inconvenient that it's low, but with the way that it was built, it was just kind of inevitable. And then we have a little area out here. And then lastly, we have this little space up top. This is probably where the bedroom is going to be. This is where I'm going to keep most of my main stuff. And this will be the main room that I'll be staying in. And that way, once we have a light I'll be able to just fly up here and just go straight into the bedroom rather than having to worry about all the ladders, etc. As you can see on the front here, it's pretty lopsided, right? It's very unsymmetrical yet symmetrical simultaneously. So what I did was, the main base is actually just a square, right? Very, very simply, it's a square with a couple of little turrets on it. But then what I wanted to do, instead of it being just plain and flat and boring, is to add a couple of little accent pieces on either side that sort of balance it out, yet also make it asymmetrical. That's kind of one of my favorite things in building, is to make things not symmetrical, because very little in real life is actually symmetrical, so we shouldn't be doing that in our builds either, in my opinion. But this has worked pretty well. So it's time for us to finish texturing this base. We're going to go through and we're going to texture all the details. So here we have, it's just all stone at the moment, but we're going to make it look a little bit more aged and a little bit more rough, yet without making it look ruined is kind of my plan. So let's go ahead and hit a time lapse and we'll do some texturing. I think we're getting there. It's not completely done yet, but it definitely did add a lot. Just removing all of the sort of flatness of the stone and trying to add a little bit more. I think I need to do a little bit more to differentiate these little things there. But overall, I think it does add quite a lot if we go to our little other cam here. I think if we look at it before and after, I think we're getting a lot more detail. It's maybe just a touch messy in and around some of these areas, but I'm trying to find a good balance between messy and old. I hope that makes sense. And then on the wood over here, I just sort of stripped some of that. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the sandstone or the roof. So I haven't textured the roof yet. That's because I want your guys' ideas. I want you to tell me what you think. Do you think I should stick with the deep slate? Or would you vote for something more interesting like brick, or maybe warped wood, or something completely different, maybe even copper? I want to hear your thoughts down below, so I'm not going to finish it in this episode, because I need to know what you think, because I'm a little stuck here. But overall, here we go. We have our house. It's looking pretty good. So let's head inside and we'll do a little bit of decoration, because currently it looks a bit terrible. But anyway, let's give it a bit of a spin. And here we have it. We have an interior all nice and made. Really loving how this turned out. Got a cool little vibe going on, and I hope that you guys like it. Downstairs, it is very empty. We've got a couch and a fireplace. I'm going to put a rug here. I just need to get some more wool. But overall, decor is very, very simple. This is another little open space. I don't have any ideas for here just yet, so if you have any thoughts as to what I can put down in this area, do let me know. Obviously we have this little open area right here. Yeah, let me know what you think should go in here, because I am drawing a blank. Upstairs we have our bedroom. really happy. Also up here we have, these are kind of the colors that I've been leaning into the most, is mangrove and warped wood. I find that they just go really, really well together. And it's just a kind of color palette that I'm really enjoying using. So I've got some space for some books. I've got a little place to keep all of my music. I've got an idea for down here. I can't do it just yet until I go to the end, but we have some cool stuff that's going to be happening over here. Little desk. There's a reason for this being a wall. That'll all make sense another time. And we have our bed right here, which I think turned out looking really nice. Just really simple. I saw a couple of designs on how you can make some nice looking beds, and this turned out okay. Happy enough with it. And we have obviously some cool armor and all that kind of stuff up there. Putting an anvil right above your head when you're sleeping is probably not the best idea, but that's what we got. Further on upstairs, this is where I'm having trouble. I don't need this whole space, right? I spent so much time building this part. Like this whole section here, I spent a lot of time building it, and honestly, the longer I've been looking at it, the more I don't like it, especially from this angle. I hate the way that it looks from this angle. So what I think I'm actually going to do, and we'll do it in a little bit, is I'm going to remove this whole piece right here and just have it as like a castle style, just with the parapets. I don't know what these are called. Whatever these things are, whatever those things are called, I'm going to keep that as just a square and remove that whole piece. I want to keep this one. I like this little overhanging piece that we have here. I think that looks really good. But I don't love big top rooms, so unfortunately I'm going to go back and remove all that, and I think what I'm going to do instead is right here I'm going to add a bit of a balcony, just sort of overhanging this whole area here, which would allow us to sort of look out and have a little place to stand right by our bed, which I think would look pretty good. Oh, I need to put that back. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Pulpsy. Where is all of your stuff? Where is it all going to go? This is not enough space. It is enough space because we actually have a basement, and this is what honestly has taken me the longest amount of time. Okay, hang on. This has taken me more time than anything else that I've done on the server. I think I've spent more time doing this basement than I did on all of the cliffs that we have outside. So this is the basement. Yes, I'm using diamond blocks as decoration, but here we have this whole area down here. Really loving how this turned out. I kind of wanted to make like a balcony section. What? No! Okay, we don't need to come back to that. Hang on. So up here we have a little balcony section with 4 corners. We have a little entrance out here. This used to be where my nether portal was, but I did move it, so I need to clean up all of this kind of stuff. Nether portal is now over there. Shh. Nether portal is now over there. We have our enchantment station over there, and we have some storage systems over here. So this is honestly what I'm really excited about. So here we have some chests. This chest is going to go into a super smelter. I haven't built that yet, but that will be a super smelter. These will be unsortable items, just like random stuff. This leads into our item sorter, which is done by copper golems. So in behind here, we have some copper golems. I don't know if I can really show you this. Yeah, so we have some, I don't know where this design came from. I copied it from Cody, who built it over at his base. But this is just a copper golems in a minecart, and they have access to these 9 chests. So, but basically what happens is this copper golem here gets stuff put into his chest. If he can't put them into any of his chests, he puts it into this one, which sends it over to the next copper golem. And if his ones can't sort it, then it goes on to the next one, and so on, and so forth. And it goes the whole way around. Now, I've only sorted these ones so far. This is what takes so long, is you have to pre-sort these. Okay, so I've got like all my oak logs, my planks, and then all of my like oak accessories. And then I've done that for every type of wood, the whole way across here. And then this is all like stone stuff. We have deep slate, black stone stuff, some tuff, and diorite, and then these are just a few extras over here. And then I have this whole side to do as well. I haven't got to that yet because again, this is taking me so long. Like this is so much work. Not only that, look at what else we got over here. We got all of our villagers, and this guy got turned. I don't know how that happened. I guess a zombie got in here, so I'll need to figure out a way to stop that from happening. But yeah, so I need to fix that. But we got our villagers, and we have all of them have been turned and turned back. So we have some really cheap books. We've got mending, efficiency 5, silk touch, feather falling 4, respiration 3, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, sharpness 4. I couldn't get sharpness 5. I tried forever for sharpness 5. Infinity, harness protection 4. That's part of a mod. And then over here we have a few more. I've got Impaling 5, Protection 3, and Channeling. I couldn't get Protection 4 for the life of me. So, and we'll try to do the rest of these as well. I want to get a whole bunch of books. And then up here, I've got a couple of spaces. I'm going to have like a food villager here. And then this is going to be like an iron trader because we've got like a huge amount of iron. But yeah, let me know what you think of this whole space. I really love how it feels to like come in here. And especially once we get Elytra, being able to just fly into here. And this be like the bulk of all of my space and all of my stuff, I think is going to be really cool. You make me sad, sir. You make me sad. Anyway, hopefully he'll give us better deals. But anyway, yep. So that's what we got going so far. I hope you guys like the house. Let me go back up this ladder. I know everybody hates ladders, but I quite like ladders, so we're gonna keep using them. But I do hope that you guys like this house. But the sun is going down, which I think means that this might be about time for the end of the episode. So here's what we'll do real quick as we finish out. I'm going to go ahead, remove this whole extension that we built in this episode, and we'll build a little balcony, a little place for us to say goodbye, because I'm pretty tired and we got to move on to our next episode. And in the next episode, we are going to be fighting the dragon. And also, I think we'll maybe do a little bit of a world tour of everybody so that we can see what everyone's been up to. I hope to see you in that one. But anyway, let's hit the montage and hit the little time-lapse button and see how we get on. And there we have it. It's definitely much more simple. I don't know what you think. You'll need to let me know in the comments down below if you prefer having the big piece up on top of there, like the kind of house style thing, or if you kind of like this little window. I have to say, from over here, which is kind of where the main problem I was having with it, with the view, I think that looks a whole lot better than what we had before. But I understand that it does make the base a little bit more simple, but honestly, again, going back to what I said earlier, I think I kind of like that, if I'm honest with you. It's simpler, it's more symmetrical and simple. I said simple 100 times, but I think it kind of works. So I want to hear what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I understand that technically the other one was more intricate and cooler, but I don't know what I want. But yeah, anyway, and I have it open like this because whenever we face off against the dragon, which is going to be in the next episode, I want my Elytra to be able to just take off straight from here. Pretty excited about that. We have some mods that have changed the end. We're using Enderscape 2.0, which is an insane mod, and I'm super excited about it. But here we have our house. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making that video of the battle earlier. If that was something that you enjoyed, let me know. I really do love making those cinematics. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like button, drop a comment, leave all the, do a subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. All the best. See you later. Love you. Bye.